my gosh, I'm like, I'm itchy.
Itchy, itchy, itchy. Why am I so itchy?
Fucking SpongeBob reference?
Yeah. Ah! I did not think you would get that.
Bitch, I love SpongeBob. My dad used to, like, he would wake us up for school and he would, like, do his little Patrick voice and he'd be like, SpongeBob, it's time to get ready to school. It's really funny.
Oh
my dad
God.
loves SpongeBob.
Oh, bitch. It is part of my whole life. Like, I have, in my bathroom, I have Bold and Brash. And then I also have tapestry above my pillows on my bed. And it looks like Squidward looking through the window at the Krusty Krab. Just, like, pissed at you.
That's gotta be weird when you're having sex, right?
I don't think I have in my bed like that since I've gotten it. Also, I hate you.
Girl.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Hello, Grease Balls, and welcome to The Grease, where we bring you Last Week in Drag. I am your host, Princess Capella, joined today by none other than Yoshida.
Hi, babies. I've had an All-Stars glow up.
Oh my god.
Yay, how are you?
This past week has been insane.
I know.
I threw my back out so bad that I like couldn't move for several days. And I had to fucking call animal control on my neighbors because they've had this cat that they like abandoned outside. Animal control went and talked to them and they lied and said that they gave us the cat and we were the reason why the cat was outside. And I'm like, no.
So is it your cat now?
But we already have 4 cats. Like, bitch, I cannot have 5 cats.
Yeah, that's a lot. I have 2 dogs and I'm like, I honestly, like in my dream world, I would have another dog, but it's also like, oh my God, no.
Well, your dogs are so jealous of each other.
Yeah, literally, Fritter would not leave. Fritter's under me right now. He would not leave the room. He literally, I'm going to send you this picture right now that Austin just forwarded to me before you got on. And it's what he's currently doing.
Are your feet in it? You should put your feet in it.
My feet are not in it, but my butt sort of is.
Nice.
Austin had just yelled at him, so he looks really guilty and sad.
Well, how are you, Yoshida?
I'm great. I threw my back out a couple weeks ago and in a modeling accident, and I've since recovered, so I know your pain. I feel very bad for you, but better you than me, bitch.
I think we talked about it in the last video, but starting with the premiere of season 17, we are going to be live streaming on Twitch. We have some really fun stuff planned.
Yes, we're so excited.
Yeah, I don't know how many videos will be coming out between now and then, but we'll, update you and you guys can, probably follow the link that I'm going to put in the description to the Twitch page.
Yes, and we'll have lots of updates for when we do start, so you'll be ready to go.
We are starting off this week with Drag Race Canada.
Fast fashion.
What? Okay, this episode, I have so many questions.
Okay.
About what was going on in this episode.
Okay.
First and foremost, mini challenge. Boudoir photo shoot, kind of a staple, right? You know? They're doing this whole rigmarole of like the pillows and the pit crew and the whatever. And then the actual photos are a top-down shot.
Yeah.
With completely different lighting.
It was really strange. It was like we were just seeing one part of them like wrestling around, and then they were like, okay, now everybody get out of the way and let's do a real photo.
That was very strange to me.
So Sanjina won, and oh my God, that picture. Oh, it was so cunty. I loved it.
She was giving it.
Oh, she looked so good.
I love Sanjina so much. And she wins a cute cash prize of $2,500 for her little picture. Now, my next question.
Uh-oh, here we go.
About the design challenge.
Yes.
What is this thing? What and why and how and where did they come up with this idea? Because, are we trying to get across that we don't, need fast fashion? Because if that was the point, it did not come across at all, right? And then at one point, Umagod is talking about how fast fashion is a necessary evil. Completely disagree, because fast fashion is just garbage. It's garbage and we don't need it at all.
We
and
don't
we shouldn't be buying it. We do not need it.
You know, that's a really very narrative question. I didn't think about it that way.
I don't know. It was weird. It's just a weird, like, hey, everybody, let's make a bunch of Shein clothes.
Yes.
What?
And then, well, the other thing, too, was that there was also, like, another layer to it, which I didn't really get at first, that there's 2 looks. When they came out doing the first look, I was like, wait, are these the ones I made? And it was, like, slow-mo. Like, how does any of this relate?
I feel like Canada, there's always one episode that feels like it was part of an acid trip or something. You know, like there's always one that's like really strange. And I think, well, I'm hoping that this is the one.
So aside from the very confusing directive that was given, at least to us as the viewers, some of my favorites are just immediately like, we're fucked, we're struggling. And it's Virgo, Michaela, and Sanjina are like in the struggle bus corner, like kind of low-key freaking out and trying to figure out what they're gonna do. And I'm like, wait a second, these are like front runner favorite. Like, what's about to happen?
Well, and Michaela especially was like freaking the fuck out backstage.
Every emotion.
Oh my God. And I relate. I mean, I'm a Cancer too, so I kind of feel you there. I'm interested to hear your thoughts about starting off with the slow-mo couture, what you had thought about the runway, because I feel like we're gonna fight.
We're gonna fight. Okay, I need to pull up the looks.
Who was your favorite for slow-mo couture?
Okay, you will not have guessed this, but honestly, Minnie.
Okay, no, that's very interesting to me.
I thought it was so good. I don't have a problem with queens that don't pad. Like, some queens just pull it off better than other ones. Like, I get it, but I thought it looked better a little bit than when Minnie's padded up, and Minnie's always padded up. And I was like, this is like a cool kind of refreshing thing. And that bitch is her body is flawless. Like, it's one of those things you only see on TV or in movies and shit. And it's like, damn. And she worked the runway too. Like, she was working the wind, working the chiffon bullshit. Like, I really thought she did a great job. And she's got a middle part. She's not my favorite, but she surprised me.
That's the thing, because I like, okay, tea behind the scenes, me knowing Joshita personally as IRL besties, I was like, is Joshita going to like what Minnie Wang is bringing to the runway? Because I know she's not your favorite queen this season, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, but there's really no one else that like even compared, honestly, in my opinion, to her slow-mo couture. It was so much better. And like, I watch a lot of professional wrestling. Like, I love wrestling, so like I see a lot of women that look like this with broader shoulders and less hips, so like I'm used to seeing something like this. And I loved seeing it represented in drag. Like, that was cute.
I also really liked Xana's look. I thought it was really interesting and different, and I just really like Xana's kind of like edginess. I'm really into that.
If you look at Xana's photograph of the slow-mo couture on the Drag Race wiki, you can fully see her boy vagina.
Yeah, you can. It's right there.
She's being vulnerable.
She's showing vulnerability.
I also did really like Sanjina's slow-mo look. I thought beautiful.
She looked really good. And I don't know. There's something about Helena that I really just like. In general, I thought that the idea of hers was like really good. I was just like, I think the craftsmanship a little bit was off for me. But I think she was pretty good as well.
I fully thought we were going to fight about Minnie, and then I thought we were going to fight about Sanjina. And then I was like, well, we're definitely going to fight about Helena, right? Because I love Helena. Like, that's my girl.
Right.
I didn't live for this look.
Okay.
I liked the idea of it, but I thought the actual placement of some of the knots, it just didn't give the most elegant shape.
I think that's
and
the
the
one
shoes.
thing. That's the thing. Oh, I don't remember the shoes. Let me look at them. Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
Bottoms for me for slow-mo couture. Michaela was definitely towards the bottom for me for the first category.
Really?
Her orange thing, it just like, it felt like 2 looks that weren't put together.
I think the obvious answer here is, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the thing with Uma is, like, we've seen this done better on Canada's Drag Race.
Yeah, it was very strange.
I mean, good for her for finally wearing this or whatever. Like, you know, her whole moments of finally getting to wear
I was just...
her ostrich. Love that for you.
Love that for you. Have your moment.
This is your moment. Have it. I really want to get a tattoo of that. I think that is actually like so profound.
This is your moment. Have it.
For the fast fashion category, I think that Jaylene had the best constructed look by far.
Really?
Yes. Like the best thought out. I don't know that it fit the brief of fast fashion because this, I mean, that's the thing is like, is it supposed to look like a fast fashion outfit? Like, what does this even mean? I don't know.
I know. Who knows what this is supposed to mean? I do agree. I think she was definitely one of the tops. I thought she did a good job. I think that Helena's fast fashion look was one of the better constructed ones. I fucking hated the aesthetic of it and everything, but construction wise, that was fucking taped to her fucking body and it was really, really sexy. And to be honest, Minnie's, like that looked like something she bought, not something she made. I think they're all very deserving, but like honestly, probably my favorite was probably Jaylene. I don't know if it necessarily fit the category, but it was probably my favorite.
But I do think that overall, that Jaylene probably should have won this episode.
You think so?
Because, in thinking about it, like from a producer standpoint, this was probably the best challenge for Jaylene to win, like the best episode for Jaylene to win.
Yeah.
Because next episode is going to be girl groups, and
who knows what's going to happen there.
Yeah, unless we're doing like Golden Girls girl groups, I'm a bit worried for Jaylene. Well, let's talk about the judging then. Since we're not fighting, we actually are quite agreeing. Nothing in the world, in the universe, there's no power that can make me dislike Sanjina the Bish Queen.
Right.
I love her. I am obsessed with her.
Yes.
I think she deserved to be on the bottom probably. I can concede that. But nothing on earth can convince me she lost that lip sync, even if she had to hold her boobs the entire time.
And that has to be it. That has to be the reason why. It was because of the wardrobe thing, and she couldn't just let it all out and be capital H Hurricane Sanjina. Like, it hurt to watch that. It hurt to watch her not be able to do it.
And quite frankly, like, I'm a little pissed off about it. If it was Uma God in the same outfit and her titties are, she can just rip her thing off, but Sanjina can't be fully flashing her tits. Like,
Right.
She is a woman. Like, she can't just be fully tittied out.
If it were Minnie, they would have been like, oh, handsome man boobs. Like, whatever.
Yeah. What the fuck is up with this production crew that they couldn't stop it?
I know.
Because it was immediately a problem. I'm just so mad. I'm like, I'm pissed. I'm like, why is nobody else pissed? Is anybody else pissed about this? Is it just me being like, well, she had to like hold her tits the whole time, so she's not like
not
costing them however much money for censors? Like,
exactly.
Girl.
And it felt very much like that. You could see it all over her face. She wasn't able to do what she wanted to do. And it absolutely the whole time from moment one, the second she even started moving, that thing rolled right up and she didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
They couldn't show her as much because of, censorship things. And it was just like, God damn, like let her put some pasties on or something.
And I still think she won.
In what fucking world, had she had a bra or a pasty or something on, was Uma God gonna beat her? Can we talk about the untalked moment with Michaela and Sanjina? Like, Michaela, literally, I was watching, I was so high. I was watching it and I was like, Michaela just moved mountains with that speech. I cannot believe what just happened.
My name is Michaela Couture, and you will keep me.
I am Michaela motherfucking Couture.
And you will keep me. I was like, I am dead.
She like put a curse on them, or like, words of power or something. She like ensorcelled them.
Minnie had no other option. She was too afraid.
Who won? Oh wait, did we say?
Minnie.
Yeah, we said kind of that Minnie wins.
Minnie wins the challenge. And you know what? I thought she was deserving of it. I think she just edged out Jaylene with that first look, to be honest.
And then, unfortunately, my love, Sanjina the Bish Queen goes home. And I'm still so mad about it.
It was a good song, though. My note for this, it says, stupid Uma wins the lip sync due to a technicality wardrobe malfunction, sending Hurricane Sanjina home.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Here
comes the hurricane, bitch. Sanjina. Our next thing is Thailand, right?
Thai tea. So last week we had Nane Safir going home, and this week we're in the top 4, and they're doing this like talk show, and it's like an interview show with this celebrity called Pa Tu. I love the way that they pronounce that. I was like, oh, it's Pa Tu. And
right, you're like saying it like a little French fairy.
Yeah.
Pa tu.
And they're like, Pa Tu. And I was like, ooh, I love that sound. I also loved Pa Tu. I love these types of challenges because it's very like reminiscent of season 6 when Cher's mom and Chaz were on.
Oh my God.
And it was like, you get some really good ones, some really cringy ones. And I'm like, yes, bitch, let's do this.
4, we get to the Thai TV show. We have the Power Butt Girls mini challenge
This was so
where the queens are twerking lemons that are the pit crew are holding, and it's kind of like Pin the Tail on the Donkey where they're like blindfolded, but it's more like just touch the lemon with your asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
how did the judging work? Because the lemons were covered in paint.
yes, which I didn't really realize until the end. I realized there was like little yellow marks all over their butts.
Is it like closest to the hole is the goal?
I don't know if it was like all of that, or if it was just whoever had the most or the most on their butt.
All of that?
But Frankie Wonga did win a cute cash prize for the Power Butt Girls.
Power butt girl.
The Thai TV show.
How is ZP so fucking beautiful, first of all?
Oh my God, she really is.
Oh my God, I just can't. I just like stare at her.
And I was really nervous for this entire challenge after the improv episode a few weeks ago. That was like one of the worst
Oh no.
episodes for like acting.
Especially for Godland, because like
Yeah,
they did so
exactly.
badly.
Godland, though, I think totally redeemed themselves from the improv challenge. Like, it kind of took a minute for her to get comfortable, but once she hit her stride, it was really interesting. Patu, he just seems really funny.
I know, he was so cute, and I was like, oh, you're so rich, and let's just hang out.
Oh my God, no, we should go, like, wait, no, Patu, can we, like, hook up, so that we can go visit Mudang in Thailand?
Yeah, and we can go get...
I was actually looking at plane tickets this morning.
Oh my God.
They're only, like, $800.
Oh shit. Frankie was really good. They were playing like the nosy kind of like lady, and then also
nosy auntie kind of.
But it played really well with actually doing an interview, because she was like, I want to get like that question that everybody wants to know.
Yeah, and I think Frankie also kind of redeemed the improv challenge curse from a few days ago or a few weeks ago. ZP, their segment was supposed to be the like kind of raunchy one, and it wasn't. Like, I didn't think the interview itself was bad. Like, ZP was fine because they're charming and beautiful, but it didn't really fit the brief of what her segment was supposed to be.
Agreed. It was kind of just it was just disjointed a little bit, and you could tell that she didn't have the control really of the whole flow of things. She wasn't able to bring her theme like to the surface at all, aside from like the name of the show. And I think the judges even said that. And then she ends the show early, and they both walk off, and then they're like, wait, no, you still have time. And then they like awkwardly walk back on, and then they're standing there. I was like, someone shoot me.
Full body cringe moment.
Then we see it again with Spicy Sunshine.
Yeah, oh my God.
And Godwin said it best in her confessional. She said, messy, mess up. It was like all of the questions she picked for it turned on her, and Pato was not featuring her either, to be honest.
Not on tonight.
Not on tonight.
I was surprised that Spicy I can't say her name. I was surprised that help! I cannot say Spicy Sunshine. That's really hard. That is so hard. It's literally 2 English words. I was not expecting her to flop so hard. And I think she was the only one that outright from the get-go was like struggling.
It was bad.
And it was just not there. The runway was hair or
Okay, I want somebody to give us context culturally on this.
It almost sounds like maybe it's like when you scare somebody and you're like, wah! You know, like that.
Yeah.
Because it was like supposed to be kind of scary almost.
Yeah, I think so, because there was all of them did like something dark for that runway. Frankie Wonga did like a scary, almost like The Ring or like the Grudge girl with like long black hair, and she had her own head in her hand, which was lovely and interesting. I thought it was pretty okay. It wasn't like Dragula level stuff, but it was pretty good.
To me, the actual outfit that Frankie was wearing looked like a worse version of what Godland was wearing. The effect of it, though, with the like head and everything, was spooky ooky. Godland's outfit also was amazing.
It was so much better.
Which leaves, oh my god, which leaves Spicy Sunshine. I did it.
There you go.
And ZP in the bottom, lip syncing to Roar, but it's like spelled W8. I just was annoyed that it felt like ZP never fully like let go during the lip sync.
Yeah, and like that coupled with what she was saying in the confessionals, being like, I figure if I leave, I leave. It's like, wait, are you giving up? Don't give up. Don't give up. You did better than Spicy.
And I mean, like, we've seen Spicy Sunshine lip sync a few times now. And
yeah.
You know that she's gonna give a good performance. Like, you have to kind of pull it out.
The lip sync was, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like jaw-dropping or anything, but the initial result is that Spicy Sunshine is saved and she Shantae. And I was like, a fourth lip sync? Are we getting a Cameron Michaels moment here where she survives 4 fucking lip syncs? And then they also save ZP.
I was like fully crying.
It was so sad. She was like having her whole like goodbye moment, and it was very heartbreaking.
It was. Oh my god. And then Pangina just got my big fat ass. She did.
She got my big fat ass.
That would be my big fat ass. Do you know that TikTok?
Yes. Who's eating these hot
dogs? It is too. I love me a gas station hot dog. Down Under.
Down Under.
The roast of Reese Nicholson. Last week, Max went home, so we have our top 5.
Top 5. The Reese roast. Here we go.
How are you feeling about Down Under so far? Like, you know, we're kind of getting towards the end here.
I like it. I feel like it's not, I mean, there's always going to be a couple of people who are like, okay, obviously they're the front runners, but I like that there is this like competition between Vibe and Lazy Susan going on, where they obviously see each other for like the talent that they do have. Honestly, I don't think it's like one of the best seasons I've seen, but I would say it's like upper mid.
The contestants, I think, are amazing. Like, a lot of really strong queens. But I feel like just having Michelle is starting to lose steam a little bit. And the returning queens, like, I do really like them having more of a chance to like be seen after their respective seasons. But I kind of find myself wanting more interaction with them.
Yeah.
Because I almost feel like I know what Michelle is gonna say at like any given moment.
Yeah, it's canned. It's very canned. Wouldn't that be wild if Michelle got fired?
That's never gonna happen.
And then we would be asked to be on the judges panel.
Oh my god, Joshita as a judge on Drag Race.
Too gay, fired.
I really want Vibe to win this episode, just going in. Like, I really, really like Vibe, and there's been so many episodes where Vibe could have won.
Yeah.
You know? And it just keeps kind of being ripped out from under her by Lazy.
She seems like so fucking professional, and she just seems like such a good drag queen, and like even just beyond that, like a good like performer and host and that kind of thing. And I would love to fucking hang out with Vibe and have a few drinks.
So in preparation for the roast, I actually Googled Reese Nicholson for the first time in my life, because I've kind of always wondered how they were chosen to be a judge for Down Under, because like I don't know anything about Reese, and it turns out that they're non-binary.
Okay.
Which I did not know, which someone does make a joke about it. But hello, I'm trying to come up with a slur for just fellow non-binary people. So if anybody out there can come up with one, I'm taking suggestions.
Hammerheadish, saber-toothed bastard.
What in the fuck? First up was Lazy Susan, who was really, really strong.
Yeah, she was really good. She felt, like she had a lot. Like she had a roast or two under her belt in the past. The way that she kind of talked about how she feels about roasts, though, I don't think she lived up to that. I was expecting a little bit more from her, to be quite honest, especially with her having 3 wins under her belt at this point.
It was a really strong showing, but I agree it could have been even more with what we know she's capable of.
My stomach is making so many sounds right now.
Are you hungry or are you just digesting?
Hungry. Have you ever had the Stouffer's veggie lasagna?
Bitch. Oh, have I ever had Stouffer's veggie lasagna? Girl, that is my shit.
How fucking good is that shit, dude?
It is so good. And nothing else compares to it. It is amazing. Don't get that Amy's bullshit healthy veggie lasagna.
Nar. Go and get yourself. So, bitch, I went to the Kroger the other day and it was on sale for $11. The family size. $11.
Girl, that will feed you.
We're eating for dinner.
I'm so jealous.
I can't wait. I'm going to take it to lunch for 3 days.
I got one when Caitlin came to visit. I was like getting groceries. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get a fucking one of the party size veggie lasagna.
They're so good.
I was just talking to her today because like my stepmom was messaging us like, okay, I got you guys the same thing for Christmas. So like, don't spoil it to each other. And I was like, I'm at the point where like, I don't want anything for Christmas unless it's like the best thing you've ever seen in your life. I don't want clothes. I don't want tchotchkes. I don't want shit. I have too much shit. I don't need any more shit.
Yeah.
Just buy me a Stouffer's veggie lasagna to put in the freezer. Like I literally told that to Caitlin today.
No way.
Yes.
I cannot believe that, dude. Oh, that's so funny. And it's weird because
we will be taking a sponsorship anytime.
Fuck yeah.
Stouffer's.
Stofferini.
What's their motto or like their tagline? I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's poop on my tits.
Oh my god, poop on my tits, Stouffer's.
Poop on my tits, Stouffer's.
On my tits. Stouffer's.
Does it actually have a tagline? Stouffer's brand tagline. What is the tagline of Stouffer's? When the clock strikes dinner.
Oh my god, what? That's so like violent.
I know, it's very like threatening.
It's very dark.
Threatening aura. Anyways, Nikita Iman.
Freya Armani, though, was definitely the most surprising of the night.
Yes.
I think because she's American, she's just good at this sort of thing. I'm gonna claim that one for us. A win for the United States. Thank you.
You know what I don't claim is the whole segment about America.
Gun violence? Mama.
I don't claim it.
When the clock strikes dinner.
Miss Mandy Moobs comes up and she was really timid and kind of like nervous about what is that face you just made.
I was taking a drink of water.
She was really timid and nervous about doing a roast. And you could tell that like Michelle and Keita were trying to like get her out of that, like her mindset of like defeat. And I'm not sure it really worked. It was very middle of the road to me though. Like I think that she was like clearly nervous, but it didn't affect her as much as it could have. And she kind of pulled it off enough.
I mean, we can agree to disagree because I just don't think she did very well. I didn't think that this was going to be a challenge that Mandy was going to excel in. When someone is very overtly like, I'm a dick pig, that's my personality, sometimes they think that that is funny.
Yeah.
And it's not funny. Like, I love you and that's who you are, Joshita, but you're not funny.
You're not funny for it. You're funny because you're clever.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the thing that I think was kind of missing from Mandy. She had some okay jokes, but, you know, it was nothing that was like, that I wasn't expecting. So It just fell a little bit flat for sure. Vibe, on the other hand, I think was just, rapid fire. She was a great closer. I would absolutely buy tickets to her show right now.
Dude, that literally, my note says, my God, I would watch her do an hour-long solo roast. Like, it was so well done. Like, and she had mastered the rhythm of the setup, launch, punch, setup, launch, punch. It was like so fucking masterfully done. Like,
and I also disagree with the note that Michelle, I believe, had saying that, like, oh, sometimes you need to let the room breathe so you can hear the laughs. Like, no, I think that Vibe, that is, some people, they can pause and let the room laugh, whatever, that's fine. But I don't think she needed to do that. It was funny as fuck. Yeah. And it was just one lined up right after the other, and it was perfect. Who was your favorites on the runway?
I didn't like Vibe's look, I'll be honest. I thought it was weirdly misshapen. I think it could have been good, but I did not like the way that the cape was attached. It looked like she was getting on a roller coaster and those things that come down over you.
The sides had kind of some shaping issues because it was like giving you lionfish, fins or whatever, and it kind of exaggerated the size of her waist. Mandy's outfit was my favorite.
I loved it. I thought she did such a good job with it. There was like so much hair and like red curls. Oh, I really enjoyed it. There was like head to toe detail, and I'm sure she probably fucking made it, which is like even crazier. And no, I 100% greased that shit this week. She did. I loved it.
Lazy, I liked as well. I thought the blue section could have been fit better.
Yes.
But it was cute, and she always has to bring her own twist to it, like to the point where it's like, I'm over it now. I'm just like, could you wear something just like normal?
Yeah, and I think too the weird fit part of the blue section, like that she was wearing, I think it has to do with like the actual fabric itself too. It was like the material was like foamy and like thick, like a theater seat. So where did you fall with Freya?
It was okay. She's doing like a reference to being Middle Eastern, but like it looked more like a reference just to Dune.
That's what I was gonna say, like Mad Max or Dune.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you're gonna do it, then just do it, or make it look distinct enough.
Yeah.
To not. Yeah.
I hear you. I did like her little cunty wig, and I think I just wanted to see her in a different look with short hair and just see how that looks.
You love yourself a little short wig.
Mama, I do. If you can pull it off, I want to see it.
But Miss Vibe wins this episode. Totally deserved.
Yeah, I was very happy.
Left us with Mandy Moobs and Nikita Iman to lip sync.
Searchin' by Young Divas.
And this was a bop.
It was kind of a big bop. I won't lie.
Honestly, I think Mandy kind of ate that up.
I do too. I think like...
And I was surprised.
I think she was feeling herself in her outfit and was like, no, bitch, I have to make it. And you know what? I didn't really think Mandy would make it to the finale, to be honest, right from the beginning, but I'm kind of proud of her.
I wasn't sure that Mandy could beat Nikita in a lip sync, but like when the movies came out, oh my God, like I lived for that. That was so much fun.
She did a good job.
So unfortunately, Nikita Iman is going home and Mandy moves on to the finale, right?
Grand
Next
finale!
Week. With Electroshock.
With a mustache.
I know. I'm so excited to see her.
I know. That is exciting. Hopefully she's not a bit.
We shall see. Joshita, do you have anything else to say? Speak now or forever hold your grease.
I was just going to show Fritter to everybody.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
This is my baby.
Fritter. Oh my gosh.
Bubba.
He's gonna record the next episode.
Yeah, he's replacing me.
You're not in it.
He's replacing me. He's getting a raise.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.